Yes, sure, of course. Yeah, I can see your screen. So anything that is like a technical issue in the platform, so you should probably reach out to customer support. Anything that is technical and about, buttons and platform and financial issues. I'm not sure if it's because of the warning that was canceled, but I think this is something more for customer support. Yeah, I see that it was removed. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Because it's something technical. I don't have any knowledge about like technical stuff in the platform, so customer support will be the correct address for this kind of issues. So, is there anything else that you wanted to talk about everything how it's going and any issues or anything else? Yeah. Yes. It is an option. I can't guarantee that it will increase your success score immediately, and I will tell you why. Because the gig that is most affecting on your success score is the one that you have the most orders from. And since this gig has a lot less, the impact on the success score might be not as impactful as the other gig. But I certainly definitely recommend to pause that gig because it's underperforming and you don't have a lot of orders from. So it might be better to focus on the gig that is performing better. So you can publish gigs in different categories. Not all of your gigs must be in one category. So you can do different categories as long as you feel like you're professional in that area and you can deliver a good quality of deliveries and orders, and you feel like you can increase your revenues from that gig. So of course you can do that. No problem. Of course. Do you want to talk about the success score overall and the key areas that you can see there? Um, Maybe we can work on something that might help you increase the success score. Okay, so let's go one gig at a time. If you click on the success score and you go again to the, yes, to the list of, yes, there, yes. Okay, so for example, yes. Do you want to talk about something specific? Okay, top rated. So top rated, as you know, you must have a 9 as a success score. So let's go over the success score and see what is it that you can do in order to get better, to improve. Okay, so go back to the dashboard that you were just in. Yeah. And for example, let's go over the one that you have a lot of orders from, that is most active. They create high quality social media, and you have success score of 9. And what's the negative is client satisfaction. So when we talk about client satisfaction, is mostly what we can do about it is set the right expectations from the beginning, about what is it that you're going to deliver at the end, how the process looks like, um, what you will need from the buyer in order to say complete a successful order. Um, Keep updating them throughout the process, increase the communication and the positive communication as well. So stuff like that, I think you might really benefit from updating them throughout the process, and also before you complete an order. So for example, if you know you're going to complete the order tomorrow, so you can send them a message, hi, I'm going to deliver tomorrow, just an update. And follow up after the order, and to see if they're satisfied, how they feel about the order and the delivery. Amazing. Do you see something else there that you have questions about in the success score? Your sales. Okay, so let's see. Actually, at the moment, I see that you have an increase in orders. Okay, I do see that you can get some more impressions and clicks, but in general, I see an increase in orders actually since December. So you're moving up and up and up in a consistent way. So I would say, try be more proactive with your gigs. So first of all, you have the promoted gigs that you're activating, but in addition to the promoted gigs, you have other marketing tools in your dashboard. Um, so you can send coupons for buyers that you already worked with, or first-time buyers. So that's the meaning of being proactive. And you can also be proactive and promote your gigs outside of Fiverr in your social media. And that's always a good idea. I would also suggest, if we want to increase impressions, let's take a look at your keywords. You want to open one of the gigs, and let's take a look in the keywords. So that's what we're talking about now, to increase the performance. I do see that you have an increase in orders, but let's try to understand how to increase the impressions. Impressions, we can do two things. One is just being proactive, as I said just now, and also play with the correct keywords. Okay, so keywords are in the title, and then in the related tags. I will share my screen if that's okay. Just a second. Can you see my screen? Okay, just a moment. Okay, so keywords you can use in the title and also in the related tags down at the bottom of the page. So you can go over 1 gig at a time and see that first of all that you're not repeating the same words that you are using in the title. So for example, just an example, if you're using SEO ranking, don't use it in the title because it's in the related text, because it's like a waste of space. You can use other words, and that way you can expand the searches. So I see here that you did a great job. But you can make sure you're doing the same thing in your other gigs. And in the analytics tab, you have the top keywords tool and the research tool. There you can see what are the most trending and popular keywords that you can use. Maybe some of the keywords are not popular as they were a few weeks ago or a few months ago, and you can try to replace them and try to play with it and see if it helps with impressions. Okay, does that make sense? Do you have any questions about that? The warning is not isn't was removed. Is not affecting anymore. It was removed. What's that? The warning? But I said before, customer support. I don't have any knowledge about how to resolve that. Yeah. So I think in general, as I said, try to play with the keywords and try to work on the client satisfaction and communication, and make sure that your buyers are happy and satisfied, that you communicate with them, and try to add positive sentiment to your communication with your buyers. So stuff like good morning, good night, have a nice day, it was a pleasure working with you. You know, any positive sentiment that you can add to the communication can really really help with the communication key area in the success score, and also eventually with client satisfaction. So I can guarantee that this is something that you can work on. Try to play with the keywords and just be a little bit more proactive. And with the gigs, try to promote them with the marketing tools that you have in your dashboard. The gig image. Mhm. So the gig image affecting on clicks. I do see that maybe your gig images. Let me share my screen. Oh, you do you want to maybe, because you're already sharing your screen? Do you want maybe to go to your profile? Okay. Do you want to do it yours, you or myself? Okay, so I will share my screen. Okay, so those are your gigs. I do want to say that they are standing out, they are colorful, they are professional. They might be too messy and too crowded for my eye. So, for example, I really like this one, that I can see your face and you're smiling, and it's really attracting. Um, But in general, I will send you an article. In general, we suggest that the gig image will have up to 20% of text. So, for example, me as a buyer, I can't read the small sentences. Okay, so I can't even read it. I can read this one, this one, this one. So it's like a waste of space. Maybe try to organize it a little bit differently, a little bit more minimalistic. It can still be colorful, it can still have your picture in it, but maybe a little bit more minimalistic with less text. And we also suggest two more things. One is intro video. Did you ever think about adding a video, an intro video of yourself? Okay, perfect. So that's one suggestion. And the other one will have to utilize a one and consistent theme to the gig image design. So it can be different and with different wording or different pictures, but maybe a similar design to all of the gig images. So it's like consistent, you're a brand, you have the same design to all of your products. Okay, so that's another thing that I think you can easily change and do. Any questions about that? Mm-hmm. Sorry, can you repeat? Okay, amazing. Perfect. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. At least maybe to the ones that are really active and you have a lot of orders from and a lot of reviews. That's also very important. Me as a buyer, I want to see that the gig that I'm seeing in the marketplace is very active and there's a lot of people that are already satisfied and left a review. So make sure you're asking your buyers to leave a review at the end of each delivery. Just make sure not to ask them for a positive review or a 5 stars feedback, stuff like that. That's against the terms. But in general, you can ask them to leave their honest review and that you can benefit and learn from that. And that's something that is important. And then you can pile up more and more and more reviews to your account, and that can help with clicks. Okay, amazing. Thank you, you too. We can meet again in a few more weeks to see if anything helped and or changed. You can always reach out to me via email to see if you need any assistance. And I will send you a recap email with everything that we talked about, so you can go back and read it again. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.